The Supreme Court's 7 judges Constitution bench to pronounce the verdict whether lawmakers can claim immunity from criminal prosecution or whether for accepting bribes or other issues in relation to a speech or vote in the Parliament or State Assembly. This is going to be a big day today. Supreme Court verdict could determine whether an earlier judgment given by a 5-judge bench in 1998 that granted lawmakers immunity for actions inside the House will be upheld or not. As per the Constitution, remember, MPs or MLAs enjoy immunity for their actions and speech inside the Houses, but the leader of the House can suspend or remove a member for unethical behaviour. Let me bring in our legal correspondent Srishti Oja for the latest on this in this morning telecast. Srishti, good morning. Help explain this, that the fact that Supreme Court will decide or whether there can be further action. Now, what sort of immunity do the MPs enjoy and what here can mean more action against them?
Well, yes, Pooja, like you said, back in 1998, a 5-judge Constitution bench had in its majority verdict clearly held that parliamentarians under the Constitution have immunity against criminal prosecution for any speech that they give and any vote that they cast inside the House. This is under 2 provisions of the Constitution, which would be Article 105 and 194. Now, it's that 5-judge Constitution bench that the Supreme Court is revisiting again. The court, after extensive arguments, had last year in October reserved its verdict. And now it will deliver its verdict on the aspect of whether these MPs and MLAs enjoy any immunity from prosecution for taking bribes. Will this also fall under the category of protection that they get under the Constitution if they enjoy any immunity from prosecution for taking bribes to either make a speech or cast a vote in the legislature? During the hearings before the court, the central government, however, had clearly told court that bribery can never be a subject matter of immunity. For defense in itself, how can bribery be a subject matter of immunity even in cases of parliamentarians? And a parliamentary privilege is not meant to place a lawmaker above law. So,
very interesting.
Arguments were heard.
Srishti, keep tracking the latest on that because this is going to be very interesting. It affects not just, of course, how our parliamentarians need to behave or say, but it will, of course, reflect on the country as well, on the verdict that will be delivered. We'll be keeping an eye out on that. Thank you so much. Srishti Oja, in just a short while, will be updating us as and when the court convenes.